Hello everyone, welcome to the second section of the Grasshopper tutorials. So in this section we're going to talk about plugins and where to get them and how to download them and how to use them for Grasshopper. So if you need any plugins in Grasshopper, for Grasshopper or Rhino, you have to go to foodforrhino.com. So this is the website where you can get any plugin you need. So there's like Rhino apps, there's Grasshopper apps, there's like scripts, definitions, stuff like that. So they're really cool to get, and some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for, but it's really cool to find so many things you can discover for Grasshopper and Rhino in this website. So the thing is, to download anything in Food for Rhino, you have to be registered. So you have to have an account, which is like pretty easy to get, so it's not a big deal, but you have to be logged in so you can actually download any of the apps or the plugins you need. So what we're gonna do is just type in here LunchBox, and it's one of the easiest plugins to learn. The learning curve is pretty fast or whatever, and it's very popular. So the first one is LunchBox. Just click on LunchBox, so you can see that it works for Rhino 6, which is the latest for Rhino. And as you can see, this is the panels you're gonna get. So LunchBox, the new one, is actually working with Dynamo. So if you guys are working with Revit or Dynamo, you're gonna see that you can have the LunchBox installed in it. So I actually have this one, which is the 2017 August 1st, whatever, zip file, and I downloaded it. But you can download this one, it depends on which version you have, but from here to here is basically the latest. So what I'm going to do is just click on the download button, and then you can get it in your downloads folder. Now the good thing is that they have like a very short introduction to what LunchBox tools can do. So if you just play it, you can see that there's so many things you can do with the LunchBox plugin. So it's pretty easy to use, pretty direct. It's one of my favorite plugins, and as you can see here, like it says how to use it in Revit, Onion, and Dynamo and stuff like that. So the good thing is you can download it easily. So if you just go to your downloads folder, open it, go to so what you're gonna do is you're gonna have it as a zip file. You have to extract the zip file and then just go into LunchBox, and you can see that we have all these files inside the folder. Now the thing is, I want you to notice that it's in green. So if you have green icons, it's going to be different from another icon I'm going to talk about. So what you're going to do is just right click, hit copy, and then in your command line or start menu, whatever, just type in $% app data, $, again, hit enter, and this gives you the roaming file, which is where your Grasshopper is. So if you just double click here, so this is your Grasshopper and your roaming file. So double click, you're gonna go to libraries, and everything in your library is gonna be in the green icon. So make sure if you're downloading anything from the Food for Rhino website that the icon is in green. If it's in green, then it has to go to the libraries. The other icon you're gonna notice if it's in orange. Now if it's orange, it's an orange icon, that means it has to go to the user object. It won't work if it's like flipped, or like if you copy this in the wrong folder, it won't work. So this is one way to download your plugin. Another way is through Grasshopper directly, and just go to File, go to Special Folders, and go to Components folder. So if you just click in Components folder, you're gonna see you have all your plugins installed. So it's the same things, the app data, roaming, Grasshopper, libraries is the same location. So what we're going to do today is talk about LunchBox and how to use it and how easy it is to use it. So if you have it installed correctly, you're going to have a panel, and in here you can see we have all these sections with all the components that LunchBox has. For today we're going to talk about only the panels and the structure. And so first thing you want to do is get any surface you want. So it's nice if you have like some curved surface, something like that. Double click, and we need to insert the surface into Grasshopper. So type in surface, right click, set on surface. We're going to internalize the surface, so right click, internalize data, and then hide the one we have from Rhino. So what we're going to do next is just check all the panels they have. And it's really easy to use and very direct, because like if you just click in the first one, you can see that what they need is just a surface, a U, and a V, and that's pretty much it. So if you just connect your surface, you're going to see that we have easily created a diamond shaped panel. And if you just double click, type in a slider, you can see that we can control the panels we have for the surface, which is pretty cool, because if you want to do this from scratch in Grasshopper, it's going to take a little bit of time, and I don't know, it's way easier if you just have the plugin, and it's for free, so it's really good. The other one we can check is the, let's say, random quad panel. Now what I want to say is you have to treat these panels as a full shape. So what I mean by that, let's say we have 20 and maybe this. So you can see we have a very nice panels created. You have to treat them as panels. So these are not curves, they're actually full shapes. So what we can do with this, maybe if we have an extrude command, maybe. So we just extrude it here. And then we're gonna type in, let me see, 10. Oh wait, we need the Z direction. So you can see we can actually extrude them in full, because like if you try to pipe them as curves, it won't work. It's going to give you overlapping curves, which is why we have to use the structure if we want to pipe them, you know. So let's choose another one. So it's like pretty easy to use. Let's see, maybe this one. You see we have these beautiful triangular panels. Let me see what else we have. Diamond grid. So it's pretty direct, pretty easy to use. There's so many things you can do with the LunchBox. If you really want to experiment, I would really highly recommend experimenting with it and checking what you can do with your projects just by having the LunchBox. It makes it so easy and so fast to create. So this is pretty much for the panels. You can just check all the panels you need. They're really easy to use. The other one is structure, which is really cool. So if you have like a 2D truss, no, let's not give the truss for now. Let's just do a normal one. So let's say I have this one, and you can see that we can have a nice grid of panels, and you can have the lines and the nodes for it, which is really cool. The other one, let's check maybe this one, the hexagon, and you can see that we can manipulate as much as we want with the hexagon panels. So LunchBox is like a really powerful tool to make anything you want. If you want to divide your surfaces into panels, I would highly recommend using LunchBox for it. The other one I really want to talk about is the truss. You can actually make a really easily created truss just by one component. Just if you just connect it surface to your component, you can see we have a nice truss, which is really easy. I mean, you do need sometimes to have a very long definition just to make a truss, but with a LunchBox you can just make it super easy. The other one, maybe you want to do the two structures, so you can need two surfaces for this one. If you just maybe copy this surface, so just type in move, and you're gonna have another surface copy, and then just say maybe you want this surface to be surface A, this one surface B. You can see that it connected to each other with this lovely space truss. So let's say you want to manipulate the U or the V. So you can see that you can just easily change anything you want in your truss, which you created in less than a second. No, not a second, maybe like 5 seconds or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the LunchBox. I really didn't want to do anything complex with it because these are the most popular used panels. So you can have any surface you want, whether it's curved or straight or whatever, and you can create these panels and these structures pretty easily and pretty fast in LunchBox. So yeah, maybe the next time I'll do a part 2 where I just explain these two for LunchBox. But for now, I think we're done. Yeah, I hope this was beneficial for you guys and you learned a little bit more about how to download plugins in Grasshopper and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.